So, what are the supplemental files used in the California Legislature? The agenda for the California Legislature is contained in the Assembly Daily File for the California State Assembly and the Senate Daily File for the California State Senate. But during the last day or two prior to the final adjournment of the legislative session, usually a supplemental file is required when additional bills are added to the daily file, but the daily file is only printed once per day. And so the supplemental file is used as a supplement to that day's Assembly or Senate daily file. According to the Office of Legislative Counsel, the supplemental daily file serves as the agenda for floor sessions. And specifically, during legislative deadlines, supplemental files may be published in addition to that daily file in order to help expedite the business of the House. And these supplemental files generally consist of concurrence items and/or measures from committees that were reported out that day for a final vote. As a result, the purpose of these supplemental files is to allow the Assembly and Senate to consider measures that day while the House is still in session, rather than needing to wait for the overnight printing of a new daily file and the next day's agenda. The Office of Legislative Counsel further explains that the supplemental files differ slightly in appearance from the daily file, as they're usually printed on standard copier paper instead of bound newsprint that the daily files and other official legislative publications are printed on. Several supplemental files may be produced for a single floor session during periods of heavy workloads. For example, in the 2022 legislative session at its conclusion on August 31st, there were 3 Assembly supplemental daily files, as well as 5 Senate supplemental daily files on August the 31st, 2022.